Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully everybody's doing well, and welcome to Alice's Football Show. Obviously, we're here, episode 4, and this one's kind of a big one because, obviously we're going to talk about transfer news and so on, but we are also going to be doing our Bundesliga predictions. We're going to be doing as the table, league-wise, and we are also going to be doing week 1 predictions. So yeah, bless up to everybody. Big up to Michael. I know that you just raided, so thank you so much. And yeah, man, big up to both the co-hosts. Big up Alex. Big up Justin. How are you both doing?
Doing well, thanks.
Yeah,
Sorry,
man in the background said, soothing music.
Yes, well, look, let's put it this way. As I was saying off air to Alex, and as you heard Liam as well, I haven't slept yet. So it's 5:37 a.m. my local time in Adelaide, South Australia, sunny Adelaide, and I'm still going to be up for at least 24 hours. So that'll be 4 hours from now or so, and then I'll be up until 1 o'clock today when I can finally get some sleep. So I'll be buzzing and turning everything off when it comes to my phone pinging for transfer news and things like that. So. But we're here for the Bundesliga preview show, and wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
No, 100%. Bless up to both you lads. And yeah, to be honest, I thought I was just going to be me and Alex for a second. I thought you were going to be like, calm down. Like,
Nah, mate, that's why I didn't have a nap, man, because otherwise I'd be asleep.
If only there was a certain energy drink you could drink.
Well, look, I've had that much caffeine. Normally, it doesn't do nothing for me, mate. So that's why I have to normally drink straight black coffee because bloody, there's no bloody caffeine in those energy drinks, mate. So it's just full of sugar.
True. But yeah, let's talk about some transfer news, and then obviously with the main topic for today's or this week's show is obviously the Bundesliga. We start with what's happened, most recently. Boniface to AC Milan. Obviously, I'm going to come to yourself, Alex. You're obviously the Leverkusen fan. I'll say it right this time. Last time I kept on calling you a Leipzig fan. Leverkusen fan. What do you think of this news, man?
Well, I don't think this transfer would have happened had it not been for recent events, because this pre-season we signed Cavani, yes, but he was only ever intended to be a third choice, but perhaps a striker to go out on loan. But whatever happened in the break for Boniface completely changed his prospects here. Apparently, he came back to training quite overweight, like he had been indulging himself too much. That's according to rumours, and as a result, his fitness has never been optimal, and he has been third choice in pre-season. And Cavani has, to his credit, done very well, scoring twice in pre-season, and of course again in the cup as well, where he also usurped Boniface. Feel quite disappointed with the actual structure of the deal as well, because the option to buy, whilst it's an option, is almost certainly going to be triggered because it is so far below its market value. Depending on who you read, it could be anywhere between 24 million and 30 million euros, which is crazy considering he was literally waiting for the plane to go to Saudi Arabia for a deal for 70 million euros only in January. So that really tells you how far his career has fallen off the cliff edge. Not that he had done particularly badly after his failed move, but he wasn't the same player, and his off the pitch problems. He is as much of a great player he is to watch. His off the pitch problems, for example, last year he been done for speeding, and he also got caught speeding a second time, and he basically destroyed his car. So maybe not the smartest person. But yeah, it will be good to get this money now rather than a year's time. But I guess it just means more money to sign even more players, and yeah, it's disappointing because he was one of the most exciting strikers to watch in the Bundesliga. His skill set is so unique, and Brownie can dribble, and yeah, it's just a shame the way it's had to end.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Justin, what do you think on this deal, mate?
Yeah, look, I mean, from an opposing fan, obviously it's good that so we don't have to worry about having to deal with him. When we play against him, so to speak. It's obviously a big loss for the Bundesliga as a whole. It's obviously a talented striker. It did seem to fall off a little bit there come the back end of I think it was last season. He's still a fantastic striker and things like that, and obviously from what Alex was alluding to, there's obviously personal problems is probably the reason why for his drop off. So maybe he just needed a bit of a fresh scenery and things like that. So see if he can get his career back on track. He hasn't fallen off the wagon completely. He hasn't done like a Timo Werner or anything like that. But it's good to get rid of people if they if they need a change or if they're going to be a hindrance on the team. So it's a good step for Alex's team by Leverkusen, and it's just a disappointing result for the Bundesliga Republic in a whole.
Yeah, no, I see. Obviously, I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Justin. Obviously, he's not my player or anything like that. I'm coming from an opposition stance, but yeah, I think I understand your frustration, Alex, on the deal. When you could have sold him for Saudi for a lot more. Do you not think, though, if there are personal problems or whatever his problems are, that it is good to get rid of him?
To some extent, yes, but his problems off the pitch, I think, is much due to just stupidity as him being a bad person. Because if his personality, if you look at his Twitter or if you watch any of the videos with him, he's such a great guy. He is a really nice, funny guy.
Okay.
He just makes bad decisions, and yeah, he would be a loss for the dressing room. So it's not like his off the pitch problems with him like arguing and having fights with other players and coaches. It's nothing like that. He's just he just makes bad decisions. That's the only thing with him.
So sorry, Alex, didn't mean to butt in there. So when you say bad decisions, it's not really anything bad that would make him look negative or anything like that, like what Kurt Zuma did by kicking a cat or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
no. No, it's just lack of common sense.
yeah, just hey, look, we all make mistakes and things like that. Obviously, kicking a cat is not one, and it's not something I condone. But so what Alex is just wanted to get across there and find out for myself. Like he's basically just does the occasional mistake and things like that. Nothing massively major, but it just affects him basically. Yeah. So
yeah, just general lack of professionalism, I'd say.
Yeah.
Just
how old is he? He's like what, 23 or something?
23, 24, around still very young. Very young. I'm sure he could still his career could really kick on at AC Milan if he's the number one striker, which I'm sure he will be because they're looking to offload him and as he could be selling for those 70 million sums in a couple of seasons anyway. I'm sure he will do well there. I'm certain of that. Just got to avoid injury.
Yeah, no, fully. And obviously they were pushing to get Vlahovic, but obviously they didn't want to get him in the end. So Boniface, I think, is a good. I agree with you. I think he's a good thingy. Good signing for them. Good striker for them. Fully with that. Is there any news on Xavi Simons, Justin?
I don't know about any news compared to last week. I mean, to be honest, mate, I'm pretty tired, so I don't actually know what I said last week. But when it comes to Xavi Simons, there's basically in talks with Chelsea. He's not going to go to Bayern. That's pretty much said from him. He doesn't want to go to Bayern. He wants to go to Chelsea. Both clubs are in talks. When I say both clubs, I mean RB Leipzig and Chelsea. They're both in talks to get the deal done. There's talks that the deal will get done after the Bayern game, so before match day 2. I don't know how quickly that will go, but that's what their design is to do. And then the transfer to replace that is still going to be, looks like, Harvey Elliott from Liverpool, from an RB Leipzig's perspective. So yeah, pretty much make it from what you will. But the club's also stated that if he doesn't get the transfer to Chelsea in this transfer window, he's our player. He's going to start. He's going to be treated as if, like, and we're preparing for as if he's staying long term. Even though obviously he's not staying long term, he will be sold sooner rather than later before his contract ends. Personally, it's dragged out long enough, I think. The club is holding on a little bit too much when it comes to the pricing that they're asking for, and I understand why. But for me, it's pretty much like, cut your losses, sell them at 50 million euro or something, just be done with it. But yeah, that's me.
No, I get that. You don't want a Judas at your club. No one does. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't. It's not good for the dressing room. It's not good for your team or anything like that. No matter how we feel about anyone's team, in that aspect.
Well, the worst part is, from my perspective, it's like how he's gone about it. So like, he was filthy with the club not getting European football. He didn't hold up the banner or anything like that in the last game with the fans, and pretty much just been a prick, to put it nicely. Since then, basically, and then he's made it adamant that he doesn't want to play for the team. And it's like, look, I get it. All the world's best players want to play Champions League football, and not even world's best players. Every player wants to play Champions League football, but he just comes off as a cocky prick, basically, and thinks he's better than anyone else and things like that, and he's a bit entitled. So it's like, well, if you stayed a little bit longer, you'd probably find out that we will get into Champions League, or at least Europe, this season. And it's just a once-off. But if you don't want to stay with the club long-term, then fine, to hell with you. That's basically what I say. So
no, I agree.
Yeah,
but that's why I don't like with this whole Champions League thing, right? And you might not like what I'm about to say, but like, why did you not come to Bayern then? Because he had a chance to come to Bayern and not stay with you guys and actually sign for you guys. I
have no bloody idea, to be honest.
You know what I mean?
That would be a more logical choice, because he's already got everything here. Like, obviously, he might have to move houses or something like that. But you'd think he'd have a place in Germany. He obviously speaks German and things like that. So I don't know, maybe he's trying to suck up to the fans or something. I don't know, for like being a prick, like try not to piss them off any further or something like that by going to one of the biggest rivals that we have in the Bundesliga. But look, I mean, I'm glad you guys don't have him. You have enough talented players. You don't need another one. So
no. Obviously, I understand fully. But like, just like out of that whole thing, like,
I mean, I wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been sour grapes or anything like that for me if he went to Bayern or any other club in the Bundesliga, to be honest. For me, if that's all you care about is Champions League football, then bugger off and just go to them, whoever that team may be. That's fine. So, when yes, I get it. There's also personal things with players and things like that, but even though we've only been a club around since 2009, the way I see it is no player is bigger than the club, and the club's got to do its best for them. And if they didn't make it, okay, so be it. Like, things happen. So, but I'm not really too fussed about it. A lot of people are pretty oohing and ahhing about it in the Leipzig community, but for me, it's like, well, the sooner the bloke goes, the better. He was a double-edged sword for us anyway, as it was. Like, you have to let him do his thing, and it comes off when it comes off. It's brilliant to watch and things like that. But then, when it doesn't come off, it dampens the team and things like that, because he'll over dribble, won't pass, and just things like that. So the way I see it is, if he's not in the team, that means the team needs to reinvent themselves. Instead of just being one-dimensional through David Raum and Xavi, then they can actually start using other avenues of going forward with the ball and playing it and things like that. So the sooner Xavi's gone, the better for me.
Yeah, no. And again, that's one of, when we spoke about him before, that was one of my qualms with him when we've been linked to him, like the egotisticalness, if that's even a word. You can't have that in the team. It's a team game. You know what I mean? This ain't freaking 1v1s. You know what I mean? Like, it's a team. There's 11 people. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, well, it's going to be very interesting. Big up NJ. It's going to be very interesting to see how Chelsea deal with him because they've got a lot of egos in that team as it is. But one thing that's been said, if I'm right by saying, is that they can't sign him until Nkunku goes somewhere. I'm pretty sure is what's being said.
I don't know if it's they can't, but they won't. I think it's more of the case.
Okay.
Mainly, I think because of financial fair play and turnovers and stuff. So if they can't offload something sell it to free up the salary cap wise before end of transfer deadline day or something, they're basically screwed. So I think that's more so what it is, so to speak. But either or, I don't think it's happening until Nkunku makes a move, basically.
Yeah. Is there anything with him coming back to you guys or not?
No, if anything, loan deal. Chelsea want permanent, and that's it. So I think it's ruled out if it is. Otherwise, he'd have to take at least a 50,000 pay cut, per. So he's on 195,000 per week at the moment. So it's 45,000 he would need to take cut, and that's in pounds. So I don't know what the euro equivalent is, but yeah, he would need to take a significant pay cut. So. And I don't think he wants to do that. I think he's a bit like Timo Werner, who's turned down going to New York Red Bulls because he thinks he's worth more than he is. And it's like, mate, you're not going to get that money unless you go to Arab League, mate. So
fully. Yeah. Obviously, we're still trying to get in Nkunku, but they, like you've just said, are pushing for a permanent deal. And we are only doing loans apparently. Which I don't really understand why Bayern Munich are only doing loans. And that's moving into the next topic, which is Jadon Sancho to Bayern Munich on a loan. Again, he's come out saying that we will only be able to get loan players. We'll only be able to get players in on loan and so on and so forth. There's loads of players out there. Kolo Muani, Højlund, Jadon Sancho, Anthony, loads. But do I trust Max Erbel? Hell no. I don't.
Yeah. Remember, I don't know what post it was, but I said something, and I don't think Alex saw it. I'm not sure if you saw it, but I said something about Max, you've done it again. It was actually, it's a play on words for Australian ads. So if someone looks up JB Hi-Fi ad Australia, it goes JB, you've done it again. So I was saying Max, you've done it again because he seems to always screw you. So
fully, man. So yeah, apparently there's no money, but I don't think they trust him. The amount of players we've been rejected by, which obviously everybody else is loving, I'm not. But the amount of players we've been rejected by is a joke. If this was a smaller team or a small team, you know what I mean, they'd make sense. But Bayern Munich, you know what I mean, you come into the best in the league, you know what I mean, and the biggest in the league. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't get it. Personally, I don't get it. But whatever, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. Is there any other transfer news? Actually, Alex, you signed a centre-back, did you not?
Yeah, we've signed a centre-back and an attacking midfielder, and there's plenty more to come. Trust me. So
yeah, they're building a new team over there in Leverkusen.
Yeah, a completely new team. Yeah. So
Ten Hag
who's your attacking midfielder?
Attacking midfielder is Claudio Echeverri on loan from Man City for a year.
Yeah, I saw that. So I was looking through the transfer centre myself just recently, and I was like, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah.
1, 2. It's like 3 deals in 3 days or something.
Yeah, right. They're not fucking around.
Yeah. I'm really excited by Echeverri. Before his move to Man City, he was described as the closest thing to a Messi regen. He's got exactly the same kind of style, great close control dribbling, really good skills, creator. He's supposedly going to be so good that we don't need to sign another attacking midfielder because we always had that difference maker in our minds, whether it be Akluch or even more recently Ben Seguir. We might not even sign anyone anymore because this guy is supposed to be the next big thing.
So he's the new Florian Wirtz then, by the looks of it. 19 years old, decent stats there. He's not too bad. 171 centimeters tall. It looks to be quite something as well. So you might have just replaced him. Do you got a loan option to buy or anything like that?
Yeah,
Or is
that's
it
what I was
just
about to ask. Yeah.
There's no option to buy, but apparently we're already thinking about loading him again in 2026 if it works out well. And
Okay.
maybe if the price is right, getting a permanent deal, though I highly doubt it with Man City. They'd probably ask for
Yeah.
some extortionate amount.
It'll be
Yeah,
Premier League money, so £100 million or something like that.
probably something
Probably.
crazy. Or it could end up being like Xavi Simmons. Maybe we just go crazy and do decide to completely destroy our transfer record and sign permanently. Let's see how it goes, because he hasn't actually played that many games at Man City. He's only played a few games at the Club World Cup. He scored a free kick there, but other than that, he's been on loan back at Argentina for River Plate, I believe. Done all right there. Yeah, and
Yeah, River
the other
Plate.
player, yeah, we've got quite a good record of players from River Plate. We've got Palacios already from there, and
Mhm.
Alario as well before that. Um, yeah, the other player we got today is Loic Bade from Sevilla, centre back. So that's also very good. We got four top class centre backs. That's not even counting Axel Tape. So I don't know how he's going to pick the team. I really don't. Who's going to drop out? Is Tapsover going to drop out? Possibly.
Look at the
Um,
smile on this guy's face. Look at the
yeah.
smile on this
It,
guy's face.
but seriously, right? We got
Yeah.
Kwanzaa, Hincapié, Bade, Tape. You know, the list goes on below. I don't think there's a team in the Bundesliga that has that much depth in defense.
I agree.
It's
I
just
agree fully.
crazy. And in terms of deals to come, we are very close to two more signings. First is Jonathan Klaus, right wing back, currently at Nice, formerly of Bielefeld.
Yeah.
Um, he looks really exciting. France international, and in the League on team this season for the last 5 seasons on FIFA. So
I
he's got
remember.
to be very good. Double digit assists each season. Should be really cheap too because he's 32 and 1 year left. And the other player is Eki Fernandez from Al Qadsia in Saudi Arabia. He's a central midfielder, defensive midfielder.
Okay.
It's a bit concerning that we're going for him because there's loose rumours about Palacios leaving to Saudi Arabia. Al Ali and Al Nasser supposedly both interested. Rolfes is vehemently denied everything. He's saying that we're not going to sell Palacios, but other people are saying that they're actually behind the scenes waiting for an offer. It would be a shame if Palacios did leave, but
Yeah.
there is still room in the squad for another central midfielder. It's just whether or not we plan to have Tillman play as central midfielder or not. Because last season we did very well in the season before that by having four top class central midfielders, and whether it be Eki Fernandez or Quentin Timber, who's another player that's been linked. I do think we need a strong um, fourth central midfielder, because if Andrick was to get injured, or Palacios in particular was to get injured,
Yeah.
um, our midfield would be destroyed. It would be it'd go from one of the best to one of the worst. So yeah, it's a lot is to come for Leverkusen in the next few days, I'm sure.
With all of these signings, though, obviously we've seen it in the past with Chelsea spending a lot of money. Obviously they spend way more than you do in the Twisted. I'm not trying to say that, but like with the overhaul of the squad, again, great business. I can't say anything other than great business. You know what you, if I'm right by saying you lost Jonathan Tarr
Yeah,
and um, Frimpong, is that it for defense?
Yeah, Tar and Frimpong for defense. Yeah, we haven't lost anyone else. Other than
So
the players we.
if not, it's been
Yeah,
an upgrade, right?
yeah, it has. I mean, Tar. Don't get me wrong, he was incredible for us, and he was a great servant to the club. But in terms of quality, we arguably got ourselves an upgrade in Kwanzaa and Bade and Tape. I mean, we've got
Yeah.
three players there that would start for most Bundesliga clubs, so we'd be doing very well. Um, the only place I guess we've lost quality really is the wing back positions. Frimpong, he he was a right wing back, whereas at the moment we've got Poku, who was brought in as a winger. Really, he's always been a winger. He's never played a defensive role. We got Teller, who is also an attacker. He says it himself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Arthur, who's just very inconsistent. If we get Klaus, that's great. Um, I do think it's weird though. We've got four players who can play right wing back if Klaus joins, but on the other side, we've just got Grimaldo and then Hincapié or Velocian as an emergency. So I feel like maybe we're focusing on the wrong side. But yeah, overall, I'd say defense has been an upgrade. Um, Midfield, Xhaka's a massive loss. Bits you can't replace.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
No,
hasn't
fully.
been as bad as what most people have been saying.
Oh yeah, no. Well, you know what people are like. You lose Burts, and it's like the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I think you've done really well. You know what I mean? Like, I really do. With that though, do you think it does work? Like, do you obviously you're not a freaking fortune teller. You know, you don't have one of those balls that you touch and you're like, oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Future teller and all that shit. But like, we've seen in the past overhauls of squads and they bring in a ridiculous amount of players and it don't work and they don't click and so on. Obviously, you've got a brand new manager as well. Do you think it works or do you not? Obviously, I know you hope it works, but do you think it works?
I hope it works.
Of
So
course.
well,
Yeah. Yeah.
the way I think about it is we got a new manager, so we got a whole new way of playing. So with Alonso, when he joined, it was mid season, and he had like a January window to get like one or two players in who wanted to. But the football we played in his first half season was not the Jabi Alonso football we know today. But one good transfer window where he was able to dictate who he got in, he was able to basically get all of his first choice signings. That allowed him to play how he wanted to play, and you can see the same thing happening here. He has basically been able to pick an entire squad. Well, even though it's Rolf that does the
Yeah.
actual scouting and so on, but um, he was able to approve all of these players. These players should, in theory, play his football better than anyone else. Um, so I think we could actually do quite well. Much better than if we had a load of Alonso football players then trying to learn Ten Hag football.
Of course.
On the other hand, of course, you've got the team chemistry issue where it's basically just a team full of strangers and they've got to become friends or just all fall apart. It could work both ways, but I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Let's see what happens. It's like, yeah, it's either gonna go bad and you finish mid table, and then you need to get the rhythm clicking with all of the players, so on and so forth, like you said, team chemistry, or it's gonna go really well and you're gonna be challenging, um, which you have been doing. You have been challenging for the last 2 to 3 years anyway.
Yeah,
So you know what I mean, like,
yeah,
um,
yeah. I'm sure. With every transfer we bring in,
yeah,
I feel more and more confident we can challenge. We have to challenge because it'd be crazy if we couldn't. With all our players,
mm-hmm,
we
mm-hmm.
definitely got a top four squad. And if we got a top four squad, then you got to hope we would at least privately think that we can challenge for the title,
Yeah.
even if everyone doubts us still.
No, I'm with you. Are you lads ready to do some predictions?
Whenever you lads are ready.
Whenever. I don't think there's anything else we can. I don't think there's any other news. I'm sure there's something, but I can't think of anything else. I'll just go quickly before we do go to the thing. Do you? I'll start with you, Justin. If Bayern Munich are to get Jadon Sancho, do you think the Jadon Sancho transfer or Jadon Sancho loan works for Bayern Munich?
No. Short term, yes. Season, no.
Okay.
So I think he's going to struggle to figure out that, because it's just going to be essentially a quick fix for having Jamal Musiala out. So basically, if that works now and he plays in that role, sweet. But then long term, he's going to be expecting to come off the bench and try to make an impact, and maybe either swap with him or even maybe swap on one of the wings or something, or one of the left or right sides of your midfield three or something. So, and I don't think he wants to do that. I think he wants to be like not the star man, but like playing in the starting 11 pretty much all the time, and he's not going to get that. So short term, yeah, but in a season in a whole, then no. But if you got him on a short loan or something for half the season, then yeah, that could work.
No, I'm with you. What do you think, Alex?
Yeah, I agree. I think it'd also be extremely weird to see Sancho in the Dortmund kit. I think he's probably one of the most quintessentially Dortmund players.
Facts.
I can't see him in red, but
they'd probably
as
throw
a
everything
player,
at him.
yeah, as a player, on his days, he can be exceptional, but his day hasn't been there for the last 3 years, so
Agreed.
he's not buying quality anymore. You could do a lot better, and all those names you were saying earlier, like Hoyland, Anthony, like why is Bayern Munich suddenly like searching through the rubbish? Like you should be aiming much higher than that. But yeah, as a short term stopgap, I mean, sure, but yeah, once Musiala gets back, he's going to be a problem because he is the sort of player in the dressing room where he will complain and he will cause trouble. So yeah,
Agreed.
I agree. Short term loan, great, but season, no.
No, I'm with you. Last topic before we do go on to the predictions. Obviously, there's been some weird things going on with the UK UK's coverage of the Bundesliga. Obviously, big news. Obviously, BBC got it. BBC, which is obviously a massive thing over in the UK. Alex will know this personally. And so, yeah, BBC will be showing some Bundesliga games. BBC iPlayer, will also be showing some Bundesliga games. But the main one that's, come with this and that and so on is the fact that a YouTuber, big YouTuber, but a YouTuber as a whole, has broken that fourth wall and actually has got some of the, what's the word?
Broadcasting
Rights.
rights.
Yeah, broadcasting rights to actually stream the game. So that's football. Mark Goldbridge is his name. Well, it's actually not his name, but whatever. Runs the United Stand, runs That's Football. Both channels, if I'm right by saying, are on 1 million, if not more. So he's a big YouTuber. Does a lot of views. I'm sure has a lot of cash, and that's where it comes down to, which I don't like. If I'm being 100%. Not that someone's broken the fourth wall. That's always going to happen, and everything has to evolve. I just don't like that somebody that has been shitting on the league for years has got what he's got. Again, it comes down to money, I'm sure. But this guy, there's clips of him also going all over social media recently. He's called the league a piece of piss. He's called the league the Donkeys League. He's called it the Farmers League. who was it he was talking about recently? He was talking. It wasn't Sesko. It was somebody else. He said, "Why would he want to go to the Bundesliga? It's a shit league." Like, and now this guy has got the rights to have our league, and it like I know a lot of people will be watching this and maybe they see it and they're like, "Oh, this guy's just jealous." They were never going to come to me. Number one, don't have the money to get it. Number two, I'm freaking tiny compared to half these YouTubers. I am like a fucking ant to half these YouTubers. So, like it's not that. It's just I don't like. You guys will know this because you're Bundesliga fans, just like I am. No matter what club you support, but we get bashed left, right, and centre. I'm sure Justin gets bashed more than me and Alex, but because of Leipzig. But like we get bashed left, right, and centre because the league's a donkeys league, it's a farmers league, it's this, it's shit, it's blah blah blah, all the time. And then you just give that to someone that's been saying it. I don't get it. Alex, you want to have a say on it, mate?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think if you're going to give something like the Bundesliga to a YouTube channel, at least give it to a channel that likes the Bundesliga, cares about it, knows their stuff. Mark Goldbridge, he is one of those fair weather fans. He's like, and he kind of like Thornton as well. He is so corporate. He's not authentic in any way. He just does whatever he does for the money. Um, and this is a clear example. He's basically built his career making fun of the Bundesliga, belittling it. Um, and now suddenly he's going to be the poster boy. I do wonder if the Bundesliga did any research at all before choosing him. Yeah, he is probably the biggest um, football YouTuber out there. That's understandable why you would do it from like financial perspective,
Mm-hmm.
in terms of viewership, but at least like do some research because there are big YouTubers out there who would happily show Bundesliga games on their channel and promote it properly and with real passion, not just because of the money, not just because of greed. Um, and adding to that, the fact that it's on YouTube and on the BBC and on Amazon Prime and on Sky, I
Yep.
find that really annoying. As someone who pays for a Sky subscription,
Yep.
like what's the point now? Because you're going to get one game a week by paying £32 a month. And then if Leverkusen had to play on a Sunday, I had to pay them £2.50 or more to watch it on Amazon and BBC. It's great. It's on the BBC, free for everyone. Everyone can have a chance to watch the Bundesliga. That is great. But again, it just further devalues what's the point of having this massive subscription. I might find myself, despite all these new options, just watching it more on a betting site, for example, because
Mm.
at least there it is all free. I'll be interested to see also is the BBC just going to show the world stream, or are they going to do build up? Are they going to have guests? Are they going to have um, actual German football experts
Yeah.
doing proper coverage like
Yes.
they would with the Premier League
Yes. Yeah.
game?
If I see Rio Ferdinand talking about fucking Leverkusen, I'm gonna be fuming because he don't have a fucking clue. No, you're right. You are fully right on that because
Yeah,
obviously, we need someone to talk about our league that actually knows our league, not freaking Rio Ferdinand because he's a big. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Carry on,
exactly.
sorry. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, at least there's someone who can pronounce the names properly, or at least try. Like, um, honestly, it's a joke. Half of those so experts, yeah,
Yeah.
just because they kick the ball around, they think that they know all the football everywhere. It's yeah. Hopefully, um, it'll be good, but it's just it's just a kick in the teeth to the people that pay loads and loads of money
Yeah.
only to watch a game a week when they could otherwise watch it for free elsewhere.
Literally. Like,
Mm.
yeah. Do you want to have a say on it, Justin? Obviously, it doesn't really affect you because you're not in the UK, but
Yeah, no, like, well, I mean, if it's Bundesliga, I'm obviously going to comment on
of
it.
course,
So,
of course.
like, to start off with, till like a couple of days ago or whenever we did that, chat or whatever, I said Mark
Yeah,
who,
yeah, yeah.
and I stand by that. I know who the bloody hell Mark. What is it? Dick Bridge or something?
Gold Bridge.
Like I don't know who that is. So, um, I mean, you could probably say, "Oh no, Leipzig fan doesn't know football." No, I do. I just didn't know who the hell some UK knobhead is, and I don't mean everyone from the UK is a knobhead, just him. Um,
Just yeah.
yeah, just whoever Mark Who is. But yeah, look, I'll put it this way: it's very messy. It's a bad deal, And look, I'm not totally against YouTubers or something like that getting the rights and things like that. Obviously, at the end of the day, it is about money, But I'm completely with Alex here when it comes to give it to a YouTuber that actually gives a crap about the league itself, or wants to put in the work and say if they at least have the want to go, oh, I've got this opportunity. I don't know about Bundesliga, but I've always liked German football, and then start doing their research and actually start to, do
Yeah,
it proud, so to speak, at the
yeah.
very least, instead of someone that's just, trash talking crap about the league. And then it's like, well, the only reason why you're getting it is because of money. And then from, because so this affects Alex like financially or at least as a consumer, that he's got to turn around and either pay one service for this to watch one game, and then the next week it might be a different game just to follow your team.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always had that as a bloody joke here in Australia, like to follow. RB Leipzig, I was having like 4 subscriptions at one stage. It was like something for preseason friendlies, something for the DFB Pokal, something for Bundesliga, then Champions League. So
Wow.
and that's just to follow the team and then to do reviews and things like that instead of watching a 3-minute highlight show,
Yeah.
because here in Australia I can't use like Bet365 or anything like that to watch it, even if you were forced to put like $1 on it or something, whatever the minimum wager or something is,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to watch it if they did it behind a paywall type thing. But yeah, it's absolute joke for the end consumers over there in the UK. I mean, I know a lot of people there, from my perspective, from what I get, and this is just the vibe that I get from the UK in general when it comes to football, is that all they care about is promoting their own English league. So like for instance, they might have Real Madrid or Barcelona or Atletico Madrid or Valencia, who's actually quite a big, global fan base as well, even for the club, how
Yeah.
badly they're doing. They'll play any of those teams that could play with La Liga, and then they put like a second league tier side or something like that on, or a championship side or something. Now I understand maybe a little bit for like the League One or League Two or something, like get your local team some bit of coverage, that's fine. But if you're having like just like Millwall versus Derby County or something like that, which from the
Yeah.
Championship, if that's both still in there, wouldn't most people want to turn around and tune in to like Valencia, Atletico Madrid, those big names over there from La Liga, then
Fully.
any
Yeah.
of that? Well, that's what you'd think, right? So we're getting basically the short end of the stick of it as well in the UK, So I mean, you've probably only got maybe maybe a handful of big clubs, maybe 5 or so. Obviously, we're not one of them, as in Leipzig.
Yeah.
But you'll have, people that want to view these games, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn here or something like that, but Leipzig has traditionally played attractive football. So wouldn't you think, even though most people hate us, all right, that would actually bring people to the league? Oh, actually, there's some teams that are playing some attractive football here,
Mm.
So, but if
Mhm.
they're not doing it right with the justice when it comes to how they're viewing it, then you're not going to have those people joining it, and things like that. So, and the UK is a big market too, might I add, and
Mhm.
the Bundesliga, funny enough, although most people outside of our, community turn around and think it's not a big league, but it's actually pretty much I would argue second biggest league in world football. Obviously, a little bit biased here, but if you're behind anyone, it's only behind La Liga. You're top 3. There's no way
Yeah.
that Bundesliga
Fully.
is not bigger than Serie A. Like, if someone tells me that, I'd just be like, mate, you're bloody off your chops.
100. But that's the problem, though, right? And Alex will know this as he is from the UK. Like, and you said that you got the subscription to Sky, which I'm so glad you said, right? Because you'll know this just as much as I will, right? Is bro, before I can't remember what game it was, but Bayern were playing someone. Like, I could not find it on Sky. I was fuming, right?
Yeah.
And on Sky main event, they had Brentford versus Fulham. I was fuming even more. I'm like, are you taking the piss? No one gives a fudge about either one of these teams. And Bayern are playing. And so, yeah, you're on the, I think, don't they call it like Sky Mix or some shit?
Yeah, Sky Mix, and the worst ones is when they do it on the Sky app or YouTube. Have you ever had it also where there's a Scottish football game and they're doing all this post-match coverage and the game kicks off and they're still talking about Kilmarnock versus I don't know, Aberdeen or something rubbish like that.
And that's another thing as well with the Sky thing, is sometimes they only have one angle. Have you noticed that as well? Sometimes with the Sky thing, they only ever have one angle, which is just a wide angle. So there's no zoom in. Like, you need a magnifying fucking glass to see your players. Like, yeah, it's peak. Again, it's all money, but hey, man, there's our take on it. Let me know what you guys think, obviously. And yeah, man, let's get into the predictions. Right, what shall we do first? The table, I guess we do first, and then we do the league.
Yeah,
whatever you like, mate.
So I already did my thing. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what the fuck I said. I'm not gonna lie. So I will let you guys go first while I do my research. Who wants to go first? And you could just list fully, and I'll put it in the notes. Hold up.
To be completely honest, I'm doing this blind, so it doesn't matter. If I get this drastically wrong, I'll blame the lack of sleep. But Alex, you can go first, or you want me to go first? Either or, mate.
You can go first.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. Let me make a fool of myself first, all right? Alrighty, so we're going table first, and we're doing...
we'll go table first, and then we'll do...
End of season table, right? Yeah?
Yes.
All right, cool. Just give me a quick tick, because I went
no
worries
round
one prediction.
No rush, Don't rush, because I don't want you to get it wrong because you rushed.
No.
It's fine.
I'm
it's fine.
never Russian, mate. I'm Australian. You got the wrong idea. So don't worry. No Russian from me, mate. Alrighty. So top of the table, we have to go with Arnsberg. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading it in alphabetical at the moment. Never mind. All right. Now, being serious, for me, I think it's going to be Bayern Munich's to lose. So definitely going to be picking Bayern, and this is going to be annoying because I'm going through the list here. So if I skip one, we'll find out. So Bayern Munich first. I think the top four will round out with Bayer Leverkusen as well. They'll be second, and I'm going to say, depending on what happens, I would like to say Borussia Dortmund do a little bit better and become third. And then to round out the top four, I do think that we will get Champions League football again. Obviously, this is complete early days. I haven't seen a game besides the Pokal, so
yeah,
RB Leipzig for fourth.
Yep.
And then to round out the European spots, I think who's in the European spots this year? We've got, was it Freiburg and Eintracht Frankfurt? The other ones, I think, if I recall correctly. That are playing in Europe. I mean, that could be wrong. I don't know. Sorry?
And Mainz in the conference.
And Mainz in the conference. Yep. Okay. So, I think Mainz will drop down because considering they don't have their main talisman, they've lost Burkhardt. I'm going to say the similar thing for Eintracht Frankfurt, but I think they'll finish sixth. In fifth position, I'm going to go Freiburg if they can score the goals. They've been defensively a pretty good team, so it's just getting them make sure they get more goals for a goal differential, because they'll probably finish the season with like a 3 or something small, but they'll be a fortress at home. So we'll go with that. Hope you're writing this down because I fucking ain't.
Yeah, I've got on my notes. Sorry.
Yeah. Because I mean, I should be writing this down, shouldn't I? And then what are we up to? Seventh.
Wait, who did you say for sixth?
Mainz. So it should be Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen.
Yep.
Then it should be Borussia Dortmund, RB Leipzig.
Yep.
Freiburg. Yep, Freiburg for fifth, Mainz for sixth, Frankfurt for seventh, Stuttgart for eighth. They obviously could pop up higher as well. I think because there's a couple of teams here that I think could finish in that 5th, 6th spot. So I think it's going to be very tight compared, like it was similar to last season, between 5th and 10th. I think it's going to be pretty tight.
Agreed.
Who else we got? The next is pretty much almost fair game, so to speak. So I'll go Wolfsburg next, and then what's that? That's 8th. Then we'll go. Gonna go St. Pauli, 9th. Union Berlin 10th.
Who was in
Werder
10th? Sorry.
Good question. St. Pauli, I think.
So St. Pauli,
Yeah. Union Berlin, and then let's have a look through here. Werder Bremen. I think Hamburg are going to surprise a bit, so I think Hamburg are going to be safe, and they'll finish at about 12th position. Then I think Heidenheim are going to struggle. They might even actually be favourites to be relegated, to be honest. But we'll go Arnsberg next. So that's 13, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yep. Alex is sitting here just having a good giggle.
Honestly, like I'm trying to just make sure that I'm not going to miss out any teams because I haven't got the tape in front of me.
Like I said, I tried to get some sleep. I was ready to be more productive with my time. It's actually done the list. Anyway, I'd rather just spitball it. Then Hoffenheim for 14th, if we're up to 14th. 15. Who we got? We got the relegated, promoted Cologne, Hamburg.
Cologne,
yeah. I've said Hamburg already, or I haven't started with the relegated teams.
You said Hamburg. You said Hamburg. Yeah.
I have said Hamburg. That's okay. And having a look here, who haven't I said?
Do you want me to read it? Do you want me to read it to you?
Oh yeah, if you say you read it to me, and I can put it straight in there.
Right. Okay. So you got Bayern, Leverkusen, Dortmund, Leipzig, Freiburg, Mainz, Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, St. Pauli. Am I going too fast?
Yeah, just send it to me later. Keep going.
St. Pauli, Union Berlin, Werder Bremen, Hamburg, Augsburg, Hoffenheim.
Okay. How many is that? I really should have done this before.
We're on 15, so what? There should be 3 left.
3 left. Okay, so I think Cologne are going to finish in 16. I think they're going to possibly go down. Maybe not. I said Hoffenheim already, or I haven't.
Hoffenheim.
I don't remember saying
Yes, you did. You didn't say Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Oh, Gladbach. Okay, so I have to change a little bit. I think Gladbach will finish at around about... Drop everyone down from 12th to put Gladbach in 12th.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay.
Which will then put Cologne in relegation spot, at least. Cool. And then I'm missing a team, Heidenheim, if I haven't said them.
Right, who are we missing? Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. Who the fuck are we missing?
This is why, folks, that we turn around and we do things beforehand instead of off.
It is what it is. It is what it is. We're real.
I was gonna say throw in the RB Leipzig in 18th spot, but I've already said it.
1 second, I will find it because I've got a photo because of the predictions we're doing. Okay, so
wouldn't that be bloody something though? You don't say your own team in like I'm that tired. I go, oh yeah, no, that's everyone.
Did you say Frankfurt?
Eintracht Frankfurt. Yeah, I did. I said them about 7th or something.
Okay, yeah, you did. Shit. Okay. Hoffenheim, Leverkusen, Mainz, yes. Hamburg, you said. Mönchengladbach, you said. Dortmund said. St. Pauli said. Heidenheim, you said. Bro, I'm losing the plot here because have I?
I'm literally looking at it. I've said Stuttgart, I said Bremen, I said Wolfsburg, I said Union Berlin, I said St. Pauli, I said RB Leipzig, I said Mainz, I said Hoffenheim, I said Hamburg, I said Freiburg, I said Cologne, I said Heidenheim, I said Frankfurt. You reminded me Gladbach, and I've said Dortmund, I've said Bayern, I've said Bayern, and I've said Augsburg. That's all of
Who
them.
are
That's
we
all
missing?
18.
Yeah.
That's all 18, bro.
So I must have missed one. Right. I will read you the list. I'll read it slowly, and you tell me who I've missed. Okay. So
We'll go, yeah.
Bayern Munich in first,
Yep.
then Leverkusen,
Yep.
then Dortmund,
Yep.
then Leipzig,
Yep.
then Freiburg,
Yep.
then Mainz,
Yep.
Frankfurt,
Yep.
Stuttgart,
Yep.
Wolfsburg,
Yep.
St. Pauli,
Yep.
Union Berlin,
Yep.
Gladbach,
Yep.
Werder Bremen,
Yep.
Hamburg,
Yep.
Augsburg,
Yep.
Hoffenheim, Cologne. Who the fuck are we missing?
That's everyone.
Yeah, it still says 17 for me. I'm just being dumb. Don't worry.
I was gonna say I didn't see anyone that you missed.
No.
Yeah,
I think I'm just being stupid. I can't count. Right. Alex, my brother. Shoot from the hip, bro. If you want Bayern Munich to get relegated, this might bite you on the ass though at the end of the season. So
Oh.
no.
Hey, it can't be as bad as mine, mate. I just winged mine.
I'll try and start from the bottom to try and get the harder to remember ones out the way.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're starting from the bottom. Wait, we're 20 up.
Yeah, going from 18th first.
Yeah,
Okay,
started from the bottom. Now we're here. Like it's Alex's motto.
Okay, so in last place, I'm going to go for Hamburg. 17th place, I'm going to go for Union Berlin. 16th place in the relegation playoff, Heidenheim. 15th, St. Pauli.
Okay,
14th.
Wait.
Okay.
No worries. Let me just type this out. Okay, so St. Pauli, yep, that's fine. 1 second. Let's put this down to the bottom. Okay, yep, St. Pauli, yep.
Yep. 14th, go for Mönchengladbach.
Yep.
13th, Werder Bremen.
Yep.
12th, unfortunately, Cologne. 11th, I'm going to go Wolfsburg. 10th, Augsburg. 9th, Mainz. 8th, Freiburg. 7th, Stuttgart. 6th, go with Hoffenheim. Weirdly, did I say Hoffenheim already? Did I say Hoffenheim
No,
already, or did I say
I don't
Heidenheim?
believe so.
Okay, 6th Heidenheim, long shot.
Computer.
5th, yeah. 5th, go Stuttgart.
You said Stuttgart before.
You said Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Wait, when did I say Stuttgart?
You said them before Hoffenheim.
Yeah, like 8th or 7th or something.
Oh, okay.
It's all right,
Okay.
take your time. I know we're doing
Can't be
this
as
live,
bad.
so take your time. Fine.
Can't be as bad as mine, bro. That's all good.
That's right. Okay, then. So, teams got there. 5th, go for Leipzig then 5th.
Yep.
Frankfurt in 4th. Leverkusen 3rd. Dortmund in 2nd, and Bayern not.
Okay.
So that's all 18, right?
That is
I
all.
believe so, unless I'm being stupid, right?
Thank God.
So you said Dortmund. You said Bayern. Right, Dortmund, yep. And then Bayern.
Make sure to send that to me so I can actually have a look at this, and then we can review it at the end of the year and go, bloody hell, I need sleep.
Yeah, I think I might have done something crazy by putting Hoffenheim in.
Hey, that's A lot better than probably whatever I've done. Something I'll probably look at that like after tomorrow afternoon once I've had a nap, and then look at that and go, "What the bloody hell was I thinking?"
Yeah, no, Hoffenheim, they have done European runs in the recent past. It could be possible, but blimey, that's asking a lot.
What the hell is mine? So I want to tell you mine, but I need to find it. I uploaded it as a video. Hold up. Come on, you dumbass. Not you, me. Stupid internet's not working. I know I had Bayern first, obviously.
Buying who?
yeah. We're not doing that. It may as well be Bayern who, with all of the rejections we're getting. So yeah, this thing's been really slow. This internet at this holiday is shit, by the way. Not that you needed to know that, but it is. So yeah, while I'm waiting for this advert to work, because I've got to watch an advert on my own channel, ad revenue and that. We are then going to push over to week one, which I will write down when this loads, and we'll go from there. So yeah, make sure to smash the likes, hit the subscribe button, all of that good stuff, and yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments and so on and so forth. If you're watching this, make sure to check out Alex, make sure to check out Justin, and right, let me go to the end of my video and I will tell you what I went with. Right, okay, so I will write this down as well, don't worry. So I went with Bayern Munich, then I went with Dortmund, Leverkusen, Leipzig, Frankfurt, Freiburg, Mainz, Stuttgart, Werder Bremen, Mönchengladbach in 10th, Wolfsburg, Hoffenheim, Union Berlin, Hamburg, Augsburg, Cologne, Heidenheim, St. Pauli. That's what I went with. So, yeah.
Sounds like put some thought into it.
Yeah, because I had time to think about it. I just threw it at, like, do it now. So, but yeah, there we go, my people. Right, let's go. Let me go over here and let's do some predictions for match or match week. Match week, is that what you call it?
Spieltag.
Yeah. let's
I think it's Spieltag, to be honest, but yeah.
I'll start with you, Alex. Start with you. Bayern Munich versus RB Leipzig. What score do you think it will be, bro?
I'm gonna go for 2-2.
2-2. Okay.
It's always close between you two, and I don't think this one's gonna be any different. And it's gonna be really interesting to see the new squads for the first time. It's really tough to call. 2-2.
What do you told me, Justin, but can't remember off the top of my head what it was. Can you remember what it was?
Something stupid. No, so what I said on your show, I think I replicated something similar from my podcast. So
did you say 3-3?
No. So
No?
I said it could. I said 2-1 is what I originally went with, but it could be, if we're going to get a favourable result, which I don't see happening, it would probably be a 3-3 draw, because I think there's going to be plenty of goals, because I think it's going to be an entertaining game, be end-to-end stuff at points in the game. But then also, depending on if we bring the absolute woeful defending shape that we did against Sandhausen and a few other games in the friendlies, then it could be a cricket score. It could be like 5-1, 6-1, 5-2, anything like that. So I'm going to be optimistic and say that we were just playing just absolutely poor, considering it was a 4th division team and we thought we could just get away with it. Hence the 4-2 scoreline. But I'm going to go an optimistic 2-1 loss, though, for RB Leipzig. So Bayern are winning that one 2-1. I think you guys will just have a bit too much quality and cause too much of a threat for our defence. I think both teams will score. It'll be an entertaining game. But, yeah, I think you guys should be able to get with your class over the line.
No, I'm with you. I'm going with a 3-2 win. I think it's going to be a clash, without a doubt. I do think there will be goals for you guys. I think there will be goals for us, like you've just said. So yeah, I'm going with a 3-2. I'll start this time with you, Justin. Obviously, this guy, he is going to want to have his main say. Of course, it's his team we're talking about. Leverkusen versus Hoffenheim. What are you thinking?
Well, if we're going to go with Alex's prediction of Hoffenheim getting into some sort of European football, we're going to have to go with like a 3-1 win for TSG, aren't we? I don't want to ruin up any of the points for my season though, because I'm going to regret the final table. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 win, quite comfortable for Bayer Leverkusen here.
Okay. 3-0 win. Alex, what are you saying, Reggie?
I think we should win. It should be comfortable. Whether it will be, I'm not sure. We got quite a lot of players that are only just settling in. And we haven't yet really faced a serious opponent and won. So I think it'll be 3-1 to Leverkusen. It'll be good to see all the new players get some game time. Hopefully, finally see a Malik Tillman debut. It'd be exciting to see Poku if he gets to start. See he could do something. Massa as well. Yeah, 3-1. I do think there's maybe some gaps defensively. As good as I said, our defense was. They've still got to get used to the new system. I'm sure there's going to be an opportunity for Hoffenheim, multiple opportunities for them to score. So yeah, 3-1 for me.
3-1. It's definitely gonna be an interesting one without a doubt. I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win to Leverkusen. So we've all got Leverkusen wins, but obviously we've gone with all different scores. So I'm going with a 2-1 win for Leverkusen. Even though I'd like you lot to lose, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I'm not. Well, I said sorry, I'm not. Right, next game is Stuttgart versus Union Berlin. I guess I'll start. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Union Berlin. No, 1-0 win for Stuttgart. What the hell am I on about? I think Stuttgart are going to continue doing what they're doing. It was a hard game going against Bayern. Obviously it was a preseason trophy. I still count it as a trophy. I still count it, but it's counted as preseason, which I still don't understand. But whatever. It wasn't an easy game for us. So yeah, I'm going with a 1-0 win for Stuttgart, not in Berlin. I said the wrong thing. Justin, go ahead, shoot from the hip, my G.
So what are we doing? Stuttgart versus Werder Bremen. For me, to say a quote from Christian and Ben from "It's Not Easy Being Green," a couple of lads that I've worked with a few times, and they're not too bad lads themselves. So as they say, it's not easy being green. So I think it's a game that they probably should be in, so to speak, and have a chance in it. But I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for Eintracht Frankfurt. I think they'll somehow mess up.
Wait, did you say Frankfurt?
It went Stuttgart to Bremen to Frankfurt.
We're going for Bayern. We're going for the game before that. My apologies, Bayer Leverkusen and TSG, aren't
we? So Union Berlin, Stuttgart. What are you thinking?
Sorry, let me have a look. Let's have a look. Who are we going for? Union Berlin, Stuttgart.
Yeah.
3-1 Stuttgart, 1 for Union Berlin. My apologies. I was looking in order of the actual games being done, so I don't know what you're doing.
No worries, G.
You're confusing this tired bloke, mate. Bloody hell.
It's fine, man. Alex?
I probably agree with you, Liam.
1-0.
I think 1-0 is a pretty fair result. Union Berlin. They're, it's like unstoppable force meets an immovable object kind of game. Not a lot will happen, but Stuttgart have the quality to get it over the line. So yeah, 1-0 Stuttgart as well.
1-0. Don't worry, bro. Brahim, we will. As soon as I get back, I'll do the Bundesliga fantasy thingy. Right, let's go. Alex, we'll go with you again. Freiburg versus Augsburg.
Oh, that's pretty tough, to be fair. I'll probably go for 1-1 in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, as Justin said before, Freiburg have fun scoring goals. It'll be interesting to see how they do without Ritsu Doan. Augsburg are one of those teams which are tougher than they look. I think 1-1 sounds like it'll be a fair result.
No, I'm with you. Justin, what do you think for Freiburg versus Augsburg?
I was going to say I'm going to get it right this time. I've gone through my whole list of the scores I've picked as well, and I agree with Alex. It's 1-1 here for Freiburg and Augsburg. I do think they could go to a 2-1, but I just don't see for Freiburg winning at home. But I just struggle to see how they're going to score any goals. So it's going to be a dull game to watch, basically. It's not the game I want to watch on the weekend, put it that way.
Yeah. Good that they're all on at the same time.
Yeah, for the Saturday ones. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm going against the grain. I'm gonna go with a 3-1 for Freiburg. I do agree with you. I'm not sure where the goals are going to come from, but
own goals.
maybe own goals. Yeah, maybe there'll be some own goals. Right, next game is going to be the Wolfsburg game. I'll start. Why not? Heidenheim versus Wolfsburg. I'm going with a 3-0 win for Wolfsburg. So we go 3-0. There we go. Justin, what do you think, mate?
4-0 actually. I think Heidenheim are pretty much favourites to drop down. I think they could get into the playoff zone, but they're bottom 3 locks. Basically, so I really hope I actually put them in that position. But so yeah, they're going to go down. I think, or pretty close to it. So yeah, 4-0 for me.
I think it'll be a bit closer. I think 2-1 win, but for Wolfsburg still.
Okay. Yeah. Shit, I did the wrong thing. So 1-2. 2-1, but 1-2 because obviously it's an away win. Right. Okay. Let's go off of that. Right. Then we go to the other side, which is Frankfurt versus Werder Bremen. Alex, what are you thinking for this game, mate?
I think, well, this is the game where Frankfurt are going to say whether they're going to be serious contenders as many think they will be, or not. I think they will have a strong start. I can see a 3-0 win for Frankfurt. Yeah.
So 3-0 win for Frankfurt, yeah?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Justin?
Well, as I mentioned a little bit earlier in my hallucination stage, I said about this game, it was a 2-0 for Eintracht Frankfurt. I think Werder Bremen, they're not going to do anything. Like they should really be in this game and score, and but they'll bottle it basically. That's as I said earlier about it's not easy being green. So yeah, 2-0 for Frankfurt.
I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think. Right. Okay. Let me have a look here. Okay. Yeah. Then, last game on Saturday will be St. Pauli versus Dortmund. Justin, what do you think for that one, mate?
This could be a couple of things. So it could be like a good game. It could be a blowout, or it could be so many things. St. Pauli are normally pretty good at the Millantor. But I do think that Borussia Dortmund will get the job done. So I've gone with a 2-1 win here for the Black and Yellows.
2-1. Okay, so let me get that. So we go 1, 2. Okay, yep, 2-1. Yep. Alex, what are you thinking, mate?
Having watched the Bundesliga weekly show for this podcast, I know that St. Pauli haven't lost against a team more times in the Bundesliga than Dortmund. They haven't conceded more goals in the Bundesliga than against Dortmund. So I'm going to continue that trend, and I'm going to say a 4-1 Dortmund win.
Yep. 4-1 for Dortmund. Yeah, I've gone with exactly the same score, which is quite funny. Which again, the YouTube video is already on YouTube. The video is already on YouTube, is what I should have said. YouTube videos on YouTube. Yeah, that
I
makes
was going to
sense.
say, we are already on YouTube. We are live.
We are live. Yeah. 100%. Okay, Mainz. Okay, I did all of those. Mainz versus Cologne. Alex, I start with you, bro.
I think it'll be a really close game. I'm going to say 1-1 in this one.
1-1 draw. Okie dokie. 1-1 draw. Okay, cool. Okie dokie. Let's go 1-1. 1-1. Justin?
I've gone with the other end. I've written 4-1. So for Cologne to my apologies, Mainz to win.
So
4-1
4-1
Mainz, yeah.
No worries. So I want to make sure that I write the proper score, because if you went 4-1 the other way, obviously I'd have to write 1-4.
I've got it here. I mean, it's back to front.
Yeah, no worries.
I got it.
No worries, G. No worries. I'll send you the screenshot of this anyway in the group
That's
chat.
all right.
Even though you've got your score.
I just can't wait to see my freaking whole ladder tipping. That's going to be shocking.
I'm sure mine's going to be terrible as well. Don't worry.
Let me know if we do get 17. I'll chuck whoever the last one is at 18th just for the hell of it. Just see what happens.
No, 100. I'm gonna go 2-2 draw. I think it start off as a 2-2 draw. Right, last game is Mönchengladbach versus Hamburg. Obviously, Hamburg have just come up as well. Justin, I'll start with you, bro. What are you thinking?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I think Hamburg will surprise this season and stay up. I don't think they're going to do it straight away, though. I think it's going to give them a bit of time to get into the thick of things. So I'm going with a 4-1 win here for Gladbach.
Okay, so 4-1. Yep. Alex?
Yeah, whilst I did put Hamburg dead last, they will give a fight to every game. I mean, this is the first time they've been in the Bundesliga for about 5 years. I still think Mönchengladbach just have enough quality. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Mönchengladbach.
2-1. I'm gonna go 1-1 draw. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of draws.
Gonna rack up those points somehow.
I know normally it's the other way around. Everyone's always predicting a team to win, and then they get surprised when it's all draws.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right, let me go. Okay, so let me go. Solo layout. Yeah, put my fucking. No one wants to see my fat head, but please focus. Camera. There we go. Oh shit! Hit me in the head. Dickhead. Right, there we go. So yeah, I've written all of the scores down. I think it's backwards, but either way, I'll put that in the chat, and we'll talk about this next week. Going into the thingy. Right now, let me bring the people actually back. It's not my, just me. No one wants to see my ugly face. They see it all the time. So yeah, there we go, my people. There we go. This has been a fun one. So bless up to both you lads. It is going to be very interesting come the end of the season. Obviously, come next week so we can talk about what we just did there. But yeah, with the whole league thing. We all said Bayern are going to win. I believe from what I said, we all said Dortmund are going to come second as well, which is funny because that's exactly what I said.
I said Leverkusen for a second.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah. See, straight away. See, this is why we have
I'm tired, but I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly.
But I remember that.
You're tired, but I'm the one getting it wrong. Makes perfect sense. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Any final thing you guys want to say to end the episode?
Yeah, I'll be well rested by next week.
Yeah. We'll have to wake you up. You should be fast asleep, I'm sure.
Well, it won't be that bad, lads. We'll be fine, mate.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to sleep for a whole week.
It could become a bear. You never know.
You never know.
Just start hibernating. could get a complete thrashing on Friday night and have mental shock or something. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. True. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Smash the likes, hit the subscribe button again. Check out RBL Talk. Obviously Justin, links in the description. And same goes to Alex as well. I'm going to put those in the description as soon as we're done here, because it wouldn't let me do it at the start of this thing. This thing's stupid. StreamYard's crap. Anyway, we move. So yeah, bless up. Hopefully everyone's doing good. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Wherever you may be, stay safe, stay happy, and yeah, we will see you very, very soon. Miya san miya. Peace out, people.